Hi, I'm McCarthy, and I help people with their breakups. And today we got our Q&A session. If you have a question you want to send it into writemac.com. Let's get into it. B, what's the question?
Okay, this person writes in, when I ask about her past, it always seems like she is lying or deflecting. How do I get past this?
Well, the key part to what you just said, seems like, means you don't know. So my question would be, why do you think she's lying? Is this something you've had a history with girlfriends before lying to you, so you're filtering for it? Because in the beginning of a relationship, if you don't trust someone or are able to give them the benefit of the doubt until they prove you wrong, then you really can't start a relationship with any sort of trust. So I would need to know the examples that you were talking about, because some people just, it seems like they're lying. They're assuming that because other people have lied to them in the past. So the idea that she's deflecting the statements means that she doesn't want to answer those questions. I would say, if you're already questioning her past, is this something that's a big deal in other relationships for you, or is it just in this particular case because of some things you've seen? But if this is, I'm assuming, and assuming is not a good thing because it makes an ass out of you, that this is the beginning of a relationship, and so you're trying to figure some things out, but it's not a good road to go down. Now, if you have a bad feeling about her, or there's some breadcrumbs that tell you that, you know, she's been around the block, well, then move on. Don't throw it in her face. And by the way, someone else can find her attractive, and it's okay that she's been with, 50 dudes. It's not your thing. How do I get past this? Well, it sounds like she's got communication issues, or she doesn't like the questions you're asking. And like I said, you just got to ask yourself, is this a problem I've had with other women before? And where am I picking up on this? It seems like. See, people with gut reactions or intuition, sometimes intuition and gut reactions are good. Sometimes they're just based on past relationships or past situations, and you impose them on good people. So that's actually a bad thing for you. So that's why you ask a coach or someone like myself, hey, what do you think about this? I would want to know a little bit more details of what she's deflecting and how she's doing it. But if this is an early relationship and this is a problem, you're probably not going to get past it, because to start with no trust, or to start with a situation where you don't believe someone when they're telling you things, I don't think that gets erased, right? And what if she answered the questions? At this point, if it was body count, do you believe her? Right? What's your take, B?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how this person knows that they're lying, if that's just, like you said, a general, like, their gut feeling or whatever. If it's early on in the relationship and everything else is, solid, I feel, the connections are good, and there's just this issue about her past, I'd probably let it play for a while, see how it goes, see the situation, how it turns out. But I wouldn't put too much in it. I mean, the lying thing is huge, like, unless you know that they're actually lying, and it's just your gut feeling or whatever, I would just play it out if everything else is good.
Yeah, if this is where sometimes these Q&As, I need to know more of the story,
right?
Which is I always tell people to send your story in. But if you told me direct situations where you caught her in lies that were small, and small lies sometimes are like, why would you even lie about that? That's a huge red flag, because when people have small lies, then there's big ones coming.
They can escalate it.
So you know what I mean? Like when you say it seems like, well, does it seem that way because you're not getting the answer you want?
Or you have direct evidence.
Right. Those are different cases. So I wouldn't just abandon the relationship unless you just have a bad vibe from this individual, and they can't answer direct questions that are important to you.
Maybe it's time.
Maybe it's time.